Have you ever stared at an ancient artifact in a museum and wondered what it was trying to tell you? Those strange carvings, those intricate patterns, they aren't just decorations. They are a silent language, a message from a world long gone. Today, we were going on a journey to decode these forgotten symbols and listen to the stories they've been waiting thousands of years to tell. Before writing existed, how did people share complex ideas, record their history, or map the cosmos? They used symbols. From the swirling spirals carved into Neolithic stones in Ireland to the powerful animal figures painted deep within the caves of Lascaux, our ancestors developed sophisticated visual languages. These weren't just random doodles. They were the intellectual and spiritual bedrock of their societies. Let's start with one of the most universal and oldest symbols, the spiral. You see it everywhere, from ancient Celtic tombs to Native American rock art, and even on the pottery of early Chinese dynasties. Why was this simple shape so important? To many cultures, the spiral represented the journey of life, death, and rebirth. It mirrored the cycles they saw in nature, the changing seasons, the phases of the moon, the rising and setting of the sun. It could also symbolize a spiritual journey inward, a path to the center of consciousness, or a map of the cosmos itself. When you see a spiral on an ancient pot, it's not just a pattern. It's a profound statement about the nature of existence. Now, let's move from universal patterns to more specific codes. Consider the incredible artifacts of the Indus Valley Civilization, one of the world's earliest urban cultures. For decades, archaeologists have been puzzled by the intricate seals they left behind, covered in a script that remains undeciphered to this day. These seals, often featuring majestic animals like bulls and unicorns alongside a string of enigmatic symbols, were likely used for trade. Each seal might have represented a merchant's name, a family's brand, or the quality of the goods being shipped. Imagine an ancient FedEx tracking system, but instead of a barcode, you have a beautifully carved stone seal. The secrets of their economy, their social hierarchy, and their names are locked within this symbolic code, a puzzle just waiting for its Rosetta Stone. But symbols weren't just for business or philosophy. They were also about power and identity. Think of the Egyptian god Horus, often depicted as a falcon or the Eye of Horus. This single symbol became a potent emblem of protection, royal power, and good health. Pharaohs associated themselves with Horus to legitimize their rule, a divine right written in symbolic language. When an ordinary Egyptian wore an Eye of Horus amulet, they were tapping into that divine power, seeking protection from harm. The symbol wasn't just a picture of an eye. It was an active conduit of cosmic force. It communicated authority and brought comfort, shaping the social and spiritual fabric of an entire civilization. Let's travel across the ocean to ancient Mesoamerica, to the world of the Maya. Their glyphs are a fantastic example of a symbol system evolving into a true written language. But before their full script developed, they used powerful, standalone symbols to convey complex ideas. The jaguar, for instance, was more than just an animal. It was a symbol of night, the underworld, and shamanic power. A king who depicted himself in a jaguar headdress wasn't just showing off his hunting prowess. He was telling his people he could traverse the boundary between the physical and spiritual worlds. He was the ultimate intermediary, a master of both light and shadow. The symbol communicated his divine authority in a way words alone could not. Even something as seemingly simple as a geometric pattern can hold deep meaning. Take the endless knot, a symbol found in Celtic art and prominently in Tibetan Buddhism. With its interlocking lines and no beginning or end, it's a beautiful representation of interconnection. In Buddhist thought, it symbolizes the endless cycle of suffering and rebirth, and the ultimate interconnectedness of all things. It's a visual sermon on the nature of reality, a philosophical concept distilled into a single, elegant form. The artists who created these patterns weren't just making something pretty. They were meditating on the universe's biggest questions and inviting us to do the same. What's truly fascinating is how some of these ancient symbols have survived, their meanings shifting and adapting over time. The swastika, for example, is a symbol with a deeply painful modern association. But for thousands of years before the 20th century, it was a symbol of good fortune, well-being, and cosmic harmony. Found in cultures from India to Scandinavia to Native America, its journey is a powerful reminder of how symbols are not static. Their meaning is a conversation between the creator and the observer, a conversation that changes across cultures and through time. Another example is the serpent. In many ancient cultures, it was a symbol of healing and rebirth, thanks to its ability to shed its skin. Think of the rod of Asclepius, the serpentine staff that is still a symbol of medicine today. Yet, in other traditions, the serpent becomes a symbol of temptation and chaos. This duality shows us that no symbol has a single, fixed meaning. Its interpretation depends entirely on the cultural lens through which you are viewing it. So, why does any of this matter today? Because these symbols are the DNA of human thought. They reveal our earliest attempts to answer the fundamental questions: who are we? Where do we come from? What is our place in the universe? By learning to read this silent language, we are not just looking at dusty artifacts. We are connecting with the minds of our distant ancestors. We're discovering a shared human heritage of curiosity, creativity, and the profound need to make sense of the world and our place within it. These symbols show us that while our technology has changed dramatically, our core concerns have not. We still search for meaning, we still build social structures, and we still gaze at the stars in wonder. The artifacts are not silent. We just have to learn how to listen. The next time you see a symbol from the ancient world, pause and ask yourself, what story is it trying to tell? The answer might just change the way you see everything. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the world of forgotten symbols. If you found this fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our past. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's an ancient symbol that has always intrigued you? Until next time, keep exploring.